Mic check. 1, 2. What is this? I can't put the Jay-Z graphic on my face like I normally do, so that's just gonna not be as good. What's going on? For anyone who's here watching live, what's going on? It's Pat Shan from Space Between. For those who are going to be watching this later, this is not one of our normal videos. I'm Dolo. I'm solo Dolo here. I'm going to be doing a full album live stream reaction to Quadeca's voice memos. Now, it's my first time doing this, so it's going to be full of kinks, probably, but I'm doing it this way because I know so many of these rappers out here and just musicians in general, trailers, they claim the videos, right? Quadeca is one of the few that doesn't, right? Quadeca lets this shit rock. He's never put a claim on any of our videos. And the YouTube community pretty much, like Screw, Crypt, I've never seen them put a claim on the videos. So I'm going to give it a shot and stream the album. I'm going to be pausing it here and there. I've heard it before, I rock with a few of the songs, but this is going to be my official sit down, tell you guys what I think about Quadeca's album. And chime in the comments below, well, not below, chime in the comments over here, and we're going to go for it. Nick asks, am I going to react to NF The Search? Man, you know what? I'm not sure if we are, and I'll say this. I don't want to get hate from the NF fans, but Amy and I enjoyed the music somewhat, but weren't entirely head over heels for what we heard before of NF's stuff. And when I said that there were a few aspects of the song that I wasn't 100% impressed by, even though I had an overall good message, his fans were largely just crazy critical, and I don't like that soft shit, I don't like the soft shit. We're here for fun, and that's really it. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do much more NF music, because honestly, to me, NF is not one of my favorite artists. He's kind of like in the middle, where I find him just about decent, and I think that that kind of angers people, so I might let it rock, because I like to bring enthusiasm. I like to bring passion for who we're reacting to, and honestly, I don't really have that for NF, and it's cool for those who do, but personally, I don't have that in me for NF. I haven't and I've heard a bunch of his songs too. I've been searching, no pun intended, for a song, because I'll hear a bit of a clip before I react, right? I've been searching for an NF song that's going to get me excited enough to want to do a full video, but I just haven't gotten it, But let's dive into this Quadeca album. Voice Memos. Let's go. The first song is called Ego Death.
Must be something in my brain. If I didn't, I'd probably go insane. I'm sorry I'm an asshole. That's just how the raps go.
Okay. Well, let me just pause it early pause, but hey, listen. My career is a comics writer, and there's no one more bitch ass in the world than a comics writer. The way the comics writers flex on Twitter is that they'll just shit on themselves. It's very self-deprecating art form, I guess. These writers out here are very insecure, and I want to bring the hip hop energy to comics. So I tweeted recently that I want to see comics writers have that same braggadocious quality, where they feel like they're the best. I want every creative to feel that they're the best, because they should feel that way. Because if you don't feel that way, why would anyone else feel that way? But that didn't get the best reaction, because it's seen as this very ego-driven thing. So someone commented, "You think you're the best?" And you just missed the point, bitch. Here we go.
Sorry that I do this shit every day. What? Yeah. I'm on my ego death.
Uh.
I had to reassess. I had to resurrect. Yeah. Hey, I just want to be the best.
Okay.
I had to reassess. Is now I'm feeling less. Yeah. My songs about pulling like yay. They think they control my fate. Cut to the chatter, no yelling. I rappers, you just an idol. It's like, hey. I just put up back in black. Drop a hit, they react to that. Now they see this and they acting mad. Like I'm Kanye in a MAGA hat. I'm so
damn, 2 Kanye references in that early verse. I mean, if you're doing a song about ego, who better to reference now than Kanye, you know? And it's coming to mind now. Kanye is not someone that we've yet reacted to. I see some comments here. We have Dionysus saying this is my favorite album of the year. Goddamn. All right. So I've enjoyed it so far, and I'm excited to dive in, you know. Biscuits of Steel says same so far. Nick says, listen to the search. Maybe it's that song. Man, I'm sorry, man. I don't mean to disappoint. I tried. I'm not impressed, you know. If you have any other songs where you think he has good bars, well-written lyrics, I'll check it out for you. But so far, no hate at all, but I'm just not impressed by NF. But Quadeca, I am a fan, so let's go.
See, I've always been one and only, even back when this gold chain was made out of macaroni. Now they always asking me what happened to the old me. I wish I could have told him goodbye. Wish he had known me. Wish that I could tell you about how everyone would know you and tell you that it's worth it despite everything they told you. Crying silent in your pillow saying, I wish I was homeschooled, too afraid to sing your songs because you thought that they would roast you.
Yo, that's facts. That reminds me, back when I was a high school kid, I used to rap, and I had this same feeling, you know. And first of all, I'll put it out there, I wasn't nearly as good as Quadeca, and that's why I stopped, you know. Like Charlemagne says, fuck your dreams if they aren't really your dreams. And my dreams ended up going in a different direction, but Quadeca really puts a pin on that there, that you're passionate about something as a kid, but you're scared to express it because everyone around you are also kids too, and they haven't learned decorum. So it's crazy that Quadeca got so good in his young age because, yeah, he's surrounded by people who just want to tell you no all the time as a kid.
I was 9. Friends told me I would go lose. Now it's time. I think I gotta show you. That's my mind. Say I don't care, but I so do. Having trouble walking up a mile in my own shoes. Never used to bet on me, and now they like I owe you.
Yo, yep.
Like the fuck I do not know you. When I make a milli, motherfucker, I'ma show you.
Haha.
I don't need no other people in my trio. Myself, I am Nido. We know we don't need no kilos. My watch, Frio. Yeah, I'm on my ego death, but I let it breathe again. Yeah, I let it resurrect. Yeah, I just wanna be the best, but I had to reassess. Is now I'm feeling less. Yeah, on the way, all okay, only 8, on the way, feeling like.
Chorus here is nice and simple, you know. It's catchy, but it's not catchy in the way that I normally see from him. You know, I'm not gonna be singing this, getting hype. You know, this is just a nice, mellow, catchy track, and he's definitely speaking some truths here that I personally have felt myself. So that's cool to see. Oh, that's Charlemagne reference. I mean, I was already done for Charlemagne reference, and now Quadeca is coming through with the Charlemagne the God reference. Boom.
Sorry, my words have been moving too fast, fast, maybe I don't want to share it like that, that's facts, I need to start checking all the stats, like that, I'm on my ego death, I had to reassess, I had to resurrect, hey, I just want to be the best, but I had to reassess, it's now I'm feeling less.
Okay.
I got 40,000 comments this week. At least 5,000 said that I should kill myself. I'm a freak. I'm too weak.
Yeah, man. Those I always think about that, where it's even at our level, it's difficult to. We have like what 2,000 subscribers. It's difficult to see negative comments, man. You know, it's I read comments less in general because I know that when the negative shit comes in, I'm gonna look at it, and since there's only a few comments, it makes me want to respond more. I do hope that when the channel grows, that I'll less feel that pressure to respond. But Quadeca he has over 1 million subs, and I often think how guys like him and Crypt, um, and dude, even Dax, like, we all know how Dax handles negative comments. You know, he just pretends that they don't exist. He pretends he just likes it. So he likes that shit. That's so weird. But yeah, I do wonder how people who are in the spotlight to that level, and I mean to even higher levels, you know, can deal with that kind of negative influx of comments. It's crazy. We have a comment here from Joseph Vasquez saying, if you want lyricism, style, dope beats, cadence, and something that finds the pocket and rides the beat like none other, Ritz is your guy. Okay. Suggestions would be bounce, laugh, LAF maybe, top of the line intro. Okay, cool. Yeah, sounds good to me. Definitely gonna check them out.
I'm a leech and all my music fucking sucks. I'm a geek. I'm everything they want me to be, and that's the problem with me. So when they say you got an ego, tell them thank the fucking Lord. Because if you didn't, you'd be suffering. You'd be stuck there on the floor.
That's facts. Okay. I like that.
In the quicksand. Take your head out of that pillow. One day you gonna be the big man. Yeah. I stare into mirror for hours. Until I can't recognize myself. The dissonant reflection of the sober and the sobering hallucination.
Yo, I'm a big fan of that part for real. Whenever I hear that, and especially now reading the lyrics along with it, it reminds me of the band Brand New. I mean, I'm not sure how many of you guys fuck with emo music, dude, but that shit, the dissonant reflection, that reminds me of some Jesse Lacey lyrics, for real. Quebeca's on his emo game right now. All right, this is track 2. It's called Imagination. Have you seen that new video he has? If you have, comment in the bit.
Back in the day, I wanted a name, yeah, but I was too shy. I know I'd never take it. I had a dream, yeah, that I got a mistake.
Yo, who the fuck thought to sample this? You know, this is dope though. You know, this is. I mean, obviously, even if you're passively listening to this album, and I have many times, the first time I heard this, I did glaze over the first song a bit, but then I heard this shit. I was like, he surprised me with how creative he is with the sample, because obviously hip hop has been based on samples for years, but this sample seemed I wouldn't really see how it would lend itself to hip hop, but he did something special here.
Yeah, and it's just mine. I guess I really changed it. No Post Malone, but I did it on my own, and I was so high. They like congratulations. Back then I matched it, now it's happening. Like what's happening? All odds were against me, like Croatia, and I'm Rakitic. Started off with a.
I don't know any of that soccer shit, dude. But what I'm noticing here too is this, same as last time, he doesn't repeat his choruses so far. There's very little repetition at all in this. You know, he in fact, last track, I think that he even changed the chorus the second time a bit, maybe. If that's not true, fuck it. But choruses in general, and especially in rap now, choruses usually in the past would go for 4 bars and repeat once. Now they'll go for 8 bars and repeat once, which is fucking 16 bars of chorus. That's very common in hip hop now. But it looks like he's going for 8 bars and not repeating, which is interesting to do 2 tracks in a row.
Camera, cause nobody else saw the picture. Top of earnest about 13, get my bank account a bar mitzvah. Now they know that I'm back up and I'm on call. They been throwing shade, but I treat it like some dodgeball. They say I'm a trip, but you tripping, I do not fall. Always on the outside, always been an oddball. Never listen, I'm the one who making all the shot calls. Now it's like they're looking up to me, but I'm not tall. Remember I will pull up to the mob, but rave. I had a high in my imagination. Back in the day, yeah, I wanted a name, yeah, but I was too shy. I knew I had to take it. I had a dream. I got in my streams, yeah, and now this is mine. I guess I really changed it. No Post Malone, but I did it on my own, and now it's so high. They like congratulations, yeah.
Yo, this is creative, man. You know, fuck, I'm not sure how much more I can say about that. It's just, this is not what I expected from his album, and I'm kind of tapping into how I felt when I first heard it, because you know the first single was you know, and by the way, I fuck with that song. I get fucking hyped to that song every morning, dude. But yeah, it's a nice surprise when you hear a kind of more standard poppy kind of single, and then you dive into the album, and it's really creative stuff like this.
Big shit, I want big shit, yeah. Big rich, that's the business. Everybody been throwing their shots. If you just hit my spot, then you better get dismissed. I'm trying to kill this shit. I want you to witness, yeah. I want the people to listen. I want them to know that I'm capable, yeah. Some of them think that I'm up at the top and I'm still unavailable, yeah. Feel like I'm still just beginning. I can't get ahead of my wishes, yeah. I still imagine, still wish I had been bigger and better.
All right, yeah. Listen, something I see that gets critiqued online a lot is the use of autotune in general, because I feel like people kind of see the introduction of autotune as a sore spot in hip hop, right? And it just annoys them in general. I think that there are creative ways that you can use it. You know, Kanye used it beautifully in 808s and Heartbreaks, and Quadeca is using it amazingly here because he's using it lightly. You know, he has a little sing song thing going on, but he still has he's still in the pocket of a hip hop flow. It's dope.
I want to write, yeah. I had to hide in my imagination. Back in the day,
I'm about to start spitting bars, dude.
but I was too shy. I knew I'd never take it.
This beat's crazy.
Dream, yeah. I got in the streets, yeah. And now it's just mine. I guess I really changed it. No Post Malone, but I did it on my own. And now it's so high. They're like, congratulations.
All right, that last pronunciation was a little weird, but hey, you know, I feel like you're just fucking around to the end. This is track 3. It's called "A Dream I Can't Remember," interlude. You know, that distortion over this heavenly vibe he has going on, real interesting. Some triple X vibes here for sure. Yo, you ever hear something over and over a good 10, 15 times, and then you sit down with the shit and you for real listen? That's how I feel right now. This, I thought it was cool, but yo, reading the lyrics along with it, this is crazy. This is crazy. Dionysus comments, this song is legitimate art, and that's facts.
I'm trying to turn my life into a dream that fades deep in the mist, till I don't know if it even exists. Personality be evenly split. I feel a deeper abyss that adds a constant gravity to my feelings of bliss. And the harder I run, that's the closer they get. They still following me up and over the steps, frozen in net with words I can't get over my chest. But this heart still beats despite how broken it gets. Tell you how I feel all alone.
Hey, let me tell you something. The verse was good. It would have been cool if he didn't even rap. You know, he has something really cool going on with his vocals. You know, I don't feel like he needs to rap on every song. He can do some Drake shit where some songs are just singing because he has a really interesting thing going on with the sing song shit.
Monsters in my dream, they were real, all along, they were real. Despite everything you told me, they were real,
Yo.
Wondering if you're gonna be the one. Wondering if you're gonna be the one.
Fuck. This is good, man.
I'm a murderer of memories. Trying to turn life to a dream I can't remember. Trying to turn life to a dream I can't remember. But I hope they don't forget me.
That's dope. Hold on. I just want to point something out here. Songs like this usually have the build up breakdown structure, you know. But the way that he places that hit of distortion is so understated. It doesn't carry on. It hits and then it's over. That's not common. That's unique as fuck. I need to listen to his previous bodies of work. I'm not sure if he has albums or mixtapes, but I just heard songs in the past. But this, so far, the cohesion of this album is really interesting. It's fuck. I'm quite impressed. You know, he's as a lyricist, he's dope. But if you listen to hip hop albums, you guys know a lyricist does not equal a good album maker. Okay, there's a reason. I mean, he's made some classics, but there's a reason why Nas was mentioned in every top 5 10 years ago, but isn't in many top 5s now. Because Nas, in the span of decades, has made more good, decent albums than he has incredible bodies of work. I would say Nas's incredible bodies of work. Illmatic, it was written, Stillmatic, Godson, which is great. You know, if those were the only 4 albums, god damn. But this to produce something, I mean, so far, you know, so far in, the cohesion of this album as a body of work is crazy. And for Quadeca to be 20, dude, I was a fucking idiot when I was 20. What the fuck was I doing when I was 20? This. Whew. Oh yeah, you know what? Dionysus comments when Quad did the Q&A. I think he's talking about the Genius one. He said the only thing that he regretted was putting interlude in Dream's title. I saw that shit too. I wasn't I didn't read the track list along with the album the first times that I was listening, so I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. But now it's clear, and I agree. Yeah, this is just a song. You know, he didn't need to put that interlude shit. What a switch up, you know.
None of my shit fucking match. I'm still the best dressed. Who just fucked my bitch? Take your best guess. Bitch, I wake up.
That's the first whack line of the whole album. Who just fucked my, because no one says who just fucked my bitch, and that bitch has voice, you know. I get it. I think that Quadeca does that kind of shit in much better effect later on. In when he goes the ad lib after I'm at your door like a white neighbor. Hi, that shit is funny. Stretching out the who just fucked my bitch to set up the take your best guess bar. That shit always kind of induces a cringe in me, kind of thinking like, it's not you, man. You didn't do it, you know.
My bitch is evangelical Christian. She like, heck yes.
Whereas that is a fucking bar, okay?
Okay, saying no way like you Jose. I've been killing shit like OJ. Canceling school when I go iced out. It's a snow day. Okay, we going up. When they see the check I'm getting, they be throwing up. Bitch type Q and a motherfucking Google, and I really be the first thing that be showing up.
Ends his first decent to iffy verse with a fucking bar. Bitch type Q into motherfucking Google, and I really be the first thing that's showing up. There we go.
I've been like, thank you, next. I hit that bitch with a thank you text. Who been on the shit, better take your guess. When I'm out in Palo Alto, let it Grateful Dead. Call me Kodak, I'm a suburban dude. They call you what?
There we go. That's dope.
I tell her thank you next. Color Quadeca shoot baby text. Right with the chop, I hit with the blade. All of my shows look like a parade. What? Yeah. Why they goofy, they be talking that shit. 100 bands, got it all on my hip. I fuck on that bitch in the back of the wheel. Yep.
This is the first feature of some guy named Sad Frosty. I don't know of his work, but he's hitting a really weird pocket of the flow. No, his flow's hitting a weird pocket of the beat that I like. It's one of those things where it sounds like he's tripping around the beat, but he hits in slick spots. I enjoy this shit.
Overall on my dip, but you knew that. Feel like Chef West, like how that boy do that. 20 racks in the strip club, I just do that, huh?
Oprah all up in my dick, but you knew that. I didn't know it, you know? I didn't know that shit.
Hit for 20 in Japan. Shorty, she knew I'm the man. Running up guap and I advances, fucking Nick has who can. And your grandma just brought my tape for her grandkids. Always thinking, what would Jesus do? And I just fucked that bitch on my sandals. Your favorite rapper got canceled. I just spent $3,000 to clear up a sample. Just an example, 100 mil on my channel. They all like that is substantial. Too much to handle, huh? When I talk shit, it's a scandal, huh? I do not rap, I just ramble. Rolling your blood like some Campbells. They all say that I'm a handful. Everybody belittle me, but I get hits like I'm playing in Little League. So fucking industry plant. I'll play myself in the industry. In my own shoes, I ain't getting no suit.
Yeah. I forgot it was this song. Yeah. He's what I like is that he's trying weird shit even on standard just passing bars back and forth songs. I don't know how well that works in this one, but I like that he's trying the weird shit. I do.
You go. I just wanna be for you. I do everything I think you need me to. I don't wanna let you go. Let you go. My shit fucking match, I'm still a bitch. Take it back, yeah.
All right. So far we got 4 songs. That was the first one that I'm not entirely fucking with. He had some of the illest bars so far, but also just a bit of cringe, you know. And there's nothing wrong with some cringe, dude. I mean, sometimes I like to supply you motherfuckers with some cringe. But track number 1 so far, 8 out of 10, I'd say. Track 2, 9. Track 3, dude, fucking 10. 3 made me reassess why I didn't really catch how incredible the song was the first few streams that I had of the album. And then 4, Thank You Next. Not loving it. I'd say a good 4 out of 10. But I do appreciate that even on songs like this, which is standard kind of bar for bar type shit, he's still trying weird stuff. It doesn't work as well as the creativity that he had on tracks 1, 2, and 3, but it's still very interesting. And now we're going to track 5, The Man on My Left Shoulder. And please hit the like button below. If you are not subscribed, hit subscribe. The more that attention this video gets, the more I'll do shit like this. Screw has a bunch of albums too, so I'll be checking those out.
Feeling like there's nothing left, and there's nothing more.
dope.
Used to give a fuck, that was just an old phase. You were close, now you further than the old days. Sometimes I wonder why I'm headed towards a cold place. Feel like let me fix you, I don't fuck with Coldplay. Wish I could forget, I cannot forgive, yeah. Every step, I gotta relive.
Yeah.
Take a breath, feel it in my ribs, yeah. Let my voice, yeah.
This is like feel good, emotionally resonant music. You know, it just this is it. It's heartfelt, but it's not saccharine. You know, it's not cheesy. It's not overly fucking sweet. This is and it doesn't feel like candy. Like when a dude like Lil Yachty, and I don't even mind his music. You know, some of his features are fine, but I feel like when dudes who make pop rap tend to make more emotional songs, it does feel, you know, kind of like bubblegum pop, you know, but this feels it has a bit of an edge to it, you know. I like it. Wow.
I said I'm not. I only fuck with you because I want a spot. Now that's what I got, but with it went the plot. I checked the big picture, now that shit is getting cropped. Yeah.
That is such a Drake bar, dude. That is how Drake writes bars. I love that kind of shit. It's like I define a Drake bar by an idea that is so clever that you can't believe that no one's ever said it before. There's one I'm trying to think of the one line that this reminds me of specifically. It's from his song HYFR with Lil Wayne. But Quadeca says, I checked the big picture and that shit is getting cropped. Very clever. Very clever, man.
Feel like a sellout that ain't made a fucking cent. Guess I should have up and left. But I always told myself that I'm one of the good guys. Well, maybe that's a good lie. Yeah, everything looking like ashes. I don't want a car. Imagine it crashes. The man on my shoulder, he told me what happened. The glasses have empty, it actually shatters. He told me don't look in the mirror without me. He said the world would be clear without me. The man on my shoulder, I think I believe him. I really don't want him. I think I need him. I've been talking to the man sitting on my left shoulder.
Fuck. I'm gonna tell you something. This is why I don't always find myself impressed by verses that are just super fast rap, like Eminem songs, right? I prefer when he switches it up drastically because, yeah, there's all those comments impressed by his amazing speed. But I always like the songs where he switches up the flow and really slows down and then speeds up. Because watch what Quadeca just did here. There's a science to this shit that relates to what I do for my career. Quadeca has a bit of a slower chorus here, right? The last half of the verse drastically sped up the lyrics, right? And then when the chorus comes in, you feel a release of tension because he builds up that tension by ba 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 so fast, and then the chorus hits. It's as if you're on a roller coaster, right? The fast flow is shooting you up, and it's the tension is building as you get higher and higher, and you're just like kind of strapped in for the ride. And then when you hit the top, you're expecting a crazy fast chorus because your ear is used to that fast flow. Then he takes you down, but it's not that fucking drop. It's a nice slow, soothing ride, and that's really interesting. How that relates to what I do is that in comic book writing, I'll if I'm going to plan a splash page, and that means that that at the page turn, the next page that you read is a full single image, right? The page before that, I'll write 9-10 panels to make you have to slow down and read, build attention with a really busy page, and then blow it out the next page with a huge release. I mean, it's kind of like jerking off, dude. Here we go. Damn, the switch up.
I get too happy for money.
You know, because now it's like this is only a thing that you do in diss tracks. Switching it up mid song just to be creative. I shouldn't say it because he's switching to mad things. He's switching up the flow. He's switching up his style, but the beat to switch in the middle of a song. I mean, dude, the beat has switched twice already. You know, we had a very distinct intro, and then from the bridge to the chorus to the verse, one beat. Then, dude, the third fucking beat came. Who are you, Travis Scott? This is crazy. I fuck with it. What's going on, Dustin L? What's up, man?
She put her hands on my waist, but he's still standing in place. Yeah, I wish I had more voices in my head to counteract you. I think that's why I have to sing about you. Yeah, you should give a fuck.
That beat's back now. Very cool. Bringing that beat back brings that sense of hominess, comfort, because you know it, and it fits with that chorus so well. It's like it turned to a very sort of a dark kind of grittier beat, and then to go back to that, it's smooth as butter, man.
Every step I gotta relive. Take a breath, feel it in my ribs. Let my voice. Yeah, I've been touching to the man sitting on my left shoulder. He said everything just gets worse when you.
Yo, you heard my cat yowl? He wants attention, dude, but doing this. Beat switch again. Is that back to the original piano that this started with? I think it is.
I had a foot out the door, and the other
Hey, buddy.
one sunk in the floor. I was checking out of the store. I wonder who I'm doing this for. I was zoning out of my class. I love her, but I wish that she asked. Made too many shitty songs in the past. I hope my first impression wasn't the last. I hope there's plenty more. I hope this isn't the last. But if it is, do me a favor and make sure that it lasts.
This beat, wow. This song is in depth as fuck in every possible way. Lyrically, the way that he builds toward the choruses, the placement of the choruses, the length of the verse, the beats, incredible.
It lasts forever. I'd be lying if I said I didn't have regrets. Even from when they thought my life forgot to matter less. I started looking in the from my eyes and on my head. Realized I'll be alone. It do not matter if you're there. I still feel it. I still talk to the man on my shoulder. No matter whose hands on my shoulder, I'm the man in the corner.
Okay.
I know the answer, but I can't seem to fill in the bubble. I think I need to get out of mine.
Some Kendrick action, okay?
What life will be like down the line. But that's misleading because the line is infinite and not about to die at any minute. I think I love her, but I'll never tell. I won't admit it. And that's my problem. I won't solve them. I won't go the distance. I'm just regressing to a mess. And so I hope you listen. I hope you notice I'm not lovers. Hope you know the difference. I said let's never speak again. Maybe I spoke too soon. Cause now these words been feeling broken. They got no more room. They get consumed by their own dust. And leave a hopeless soon. What do? Ain't got no closure for this open wound. Ain't got no closure. But the man on my shoulder.
Boom. Oh shit, what's going on, Hoyt? This is my cat Hoyt, you guys. Many of you have seen him in the videos before, but he's in this motherfucker right now. He's my buddy. He always comes to my computer when I'm working. Hey. Watch it. Wait, so I have a comment here. from Dionysus, saying the fact that he made this song entirely by himself is mind blowing. So that means he produced the video? No. I read your comment wrong. He produced the beat too. That's impressive, and that's something that I know a lot of rappers do now, but it still blows my mind. You know, like Hobson, I feel he was one of the first YouTube rappers that's like, I mean, he's mainstream now, but that I knew was doing all of it himself, even though he had a label, you know. And I think that he kind of paved the way in some ways, but I also feel that Kanye West is a big innovator there because everyone wants to sort of be able to do it themselves. And the fact that Quadeca could make such an amazing record himself is, I think it shows that he stands above the crowd, you know. Also, one thing too, notice at the end, that slow flow, the fast shit does not always mean it's the best shit. That slow flow was incredible. Right, Hoyt? Come on, buddy. And who I've been impressed by recently is actually Crypt, because Crypt is well known for his hyper fast flow. But if you notice, his Dax diss, and also he put out a song today. The song today is fucking fire. He actually he did get one upped by his feature. Yo, I forgot her name, but she was incredible. Really, really cool flow on her. But Crypt is like, it's too much, bud. It's too much. Crypt, I've been impressed by how he's switching up the flow and experimenting with slower flows and changing the flows more. So that's one thing that I'm glad to see, because I feel like so many YouTubers, as far as comments go, really, really, really prioritize fast flow. Like they love leaving comments like, leave some oxygen for us, like all these oxygen jokes. And it's like, the fast shit is cool, but people who can do it all, that's just impressive to me. Here's Red Dot. This is track 6.
Yeah, think they're gonna use me, but I got it to choose me, yeah. That's how I feel sometimes, so they all wanna lose me. So my life is a highlight reel, so my life is a movie. Red dot on my forehead, put that all on me. Yeah, I'm too late. Y'all taking shit too far. Had to drive back in the cab and I'm with the odds looking for a new car. Yeah, looking for a new life. Looking at a new lunch. Looking for a new me. Looking for a new band. Looking for a new bench. The red eye they killed me, the red eye they hit me. I think I need new friends. But that ain't around me, so that ain't the room. I'm following new trends. The whatever, who said? The red eye they killed me, the red eye they hit me. Go give me a new lens. Y'all too fake, like my mouth hurts. But if you're for real, then that's way worse. These days I do not believe.
Oh my god, dude. I mean, I don't hate the bar. I don't hate y'all are too fake, like my mouth hurts. It's funny. It's funny, you know. But goddamn, that's a cornball ass bar. But I like it though, you know. Sometimes, dude, you need some fucking cheese in your life, you know. Eminem has cheesy bars, Drake has cheesy bars, Jay-Z, come on, cheesy bars sometimes. So Quadeca, I will take your y'all are too fake, like my mouth hurts. Let's fucking go, okay? Oh, here we go. We have who the rapper is. Lex Bratcher. Yeah, man, she killed it, you know. She fucking I'm gonna go follow her. I'm not sure if she has a YouTube or whatever. I'm assuming she does, because I've been seeing, I mean, Crypt had all his rap buddies in his Dax this, and then they did their own song on Screw's channel, and now Chase was in Crypt's video for this. These dudes can't all live together. I'm sure that they're setting this shit up, so I'm gonna go see if Lex has her own channel. But here we go, back to Red Dot.
First, fuck that justification. I'm done being patient. Like, what the fuck? Why are you coming and hating and telling on me like we up in the station? I swear they all want me stuck under the basement. I slipped in a quicksand, just trying to get up from the pavement. Feeling at 13, just trying to get one for the ages. I'm up on a scaffold, just trying to get up on the stages. I feel like an asshole for trying to say fuck all the cages.
All right, so watch this. What a lot of people are going to notice here is he's doing a great multi-syllabic rhyme scheme, right? He has Dumb being patient, coming in hating, up in the station, stuck in the basement, up on the pavement, one for the ages, up on the stages, fuck all the cages. You know what I'm thinking, dude? How many rap songs do you know that has the word fucking scaffold in there? And he rhymes scaffold and asshole.
Taking shit too far. Yeah, had to drive back in the cab in the window. I was looking for a new car. Yeah, looking for a new life. Looking at a new lens. Looking for a new me. Looking for a new bet. I keep on double tapping and they love the rapping and they love the action and they love distractions. But we hate the comparison. Parasitic, they're critic, haters on therapy.
Wow. Love that sequence. I keep on double tapping and they love the rapping and they love the action and they love distractions. But we hate the comparison. Parasitic, they're a critic, haters are my therapists.
Be honest, I just wish I could connect more, but I can't connect the phone to my Bluetooth. So how can I connect the youth to my YouTube? Red dot, they playing games with their Xbox.
Okay.
Ice on my neck with my neck, so I gotta flex a lot, at least 7 times that I'm wreck the stats. And if you make one mistake, they pull the trigger like Abby better off. Yeah, I get too much shit I wanna get across. They don't wanna see me get my message off. They don't want that, but they want this. I'm not the waiter at a restaurant. A lot on my plate, if that's the case. I better hit them with the extra sauce. Everybody's aiming at me, but I only shoot a shot when a boy finally get a shot. Put that red dot on my head, yeah. Just
man, he is cold with the flow switches. He keeps it unpredictable too. He has who does this frequently is Chance the Rapper. Quadeca switched the flow, not at the beginning of a new sequence, but at the pull the trigger, I'd be better off bit. That at the end of that sequence, he switched up that to introduce a new flow at that final bar instead of the first new bar. Interesting.
Yeah, I can be tied to the ledge. I'ma just follow the edge. Every day, you wanna play, I wanna make, you wanna take. I wanna give you my life, but you stuck in it for the mistakes. Yeah, red dot, camera better get that headshot. You dead wrong if you think that I could press pause. I'm like stop, they like nah, they like let's watch. Red dot, camera aiming at my head.
Okay. Oh shit! I thought it was the end, but we have It looks like this is another one of those beat switches coming up because we have a few more minutes of the song. One thing I do want to say is if you're interested in what we do in that space between, we are a comic book publisher. Check out Destiny New York. We're on Amazon right now. When I edit this video, I'll post it in the description there. But just go on Amazon, search Destiny New York, and my name, Pat Shand, or just put in Shand, and it's going to come up. I'd appreciate any support there. You know, that is the real paid work that we do. So far, even though the channel is monetized, we don't get much money this way. You know, so far we've gotten a total of like $12 after over 100 videos. But all our growth has been pretty recent though, so we are hoping to kind of boost that up so we can keep doing this more, because the actual reaction videos are hard as fuck to edit. You know, those take a long time. I do all that crazy zooming and stuff. You know, those take about between 5 and 6 hours to edit each, and I record about between 5 and 6 with me and Amy in one session, and then put those out over the course of a week or two, and then we do our weekly podcast too. So yeah, please check out Destiny New York or search me on Comixology if you're more of a digital reader. Search Pat Shand. We have many books, you know, Clonsters. I read with Amy. Prison Witch is a more adult one. That's sort of it's like Orange is the New Black meets The Craft. It's an adult comic about a coven of witches in prison. But let's get back into the shoots.
I just wanna be one of them.
This beat switch reminds me of Shrek 2.
I've been here so long, 4 months on a song, just to throw the shit all away. Been like that all along, cause the expectations rise with the numbers, but it's still one, I'm the only one. Gets under my skin and tears my bones apart, no Napoleon. I press upload and unload.
Come on, dude.
Trying to keep up the household. I'm 17, they like, how old? He's washed up, he's about old. Name it.
dude. No one's saying that shit. No, if someone thinks that you're washed up when you're 17, man, it's the fact that Quedeca is 17 and doing this is crazy. This is an accomplishment that I'd say most rappers couldn't do in their 30s or 40s, man. This so far, um, it's not a flawless album, but it's so far a very, very good album, and it's very cohesive, and that's the most impressive part.
I'm a single rapper, he's outsold. It's a no for me like Cowboy. Better say cheese, better say please. Fuck that song, man. Better make these. You been down, better take these. Better wake up, I'ma stay sleep. Used to wake up in a blissful existence. Now I wake up in the morning like I'm wishing I didn't.
Damn, Quad. Well, I hope that if he's ever feeling that way, that he gets help because, and of course, music is, um, it's his outlet. I feel the same way about writing. Quedeca is a writer in his own right. This is his art, and he'll put his darkest thoughts into this. Though, as someone who appreciates his music, I hope that if he's ever feeling like he doesn't want to be here, that he gets help. All right, so we got some new comments here. Dustin L says this is vibey as hell, and yeah, it's funny because Twista said Quad was corny. Twista did say Quad was corny, and I mean, Twista had some good songs, but could Twista make an album like this? I don't think anyone wants to hear Twista talking about um his personal life. No one gives a fuck about the overnight celebrity's personal life. Dionysus says, "I'm just waiting for Twista to take him." Oh yeah, this is more Twista shit about how Twista was joking on Quadeca's outfit. Craig says he's 18 now, but yeah, the song was made a year ago. Yeah, man. I mean, dude, here's the thing. When you get past 30, the ages fucking 3 years old to 23. That's the same age, dude. You're all babies, man. Quadeca, for him to have made this anytime during that period is crazy. This is a beautiful body of work. And for someone who is so young to have made this, it's crazy. And that sounds if I were him, and there's a bar on Token's album where he says something to the effect of it's condescending when someone says I'm impressive because I'm so young. I get it. However, you can't help but say it's true because when you hear something so good and you already genuinely think that it's good, it's just surprising to hear that they're young too, because usually you age like fine wine if you pay attention to your craft and hone your craft. But Quadeca's shit, dude, come on. Oh, by the way, I want to know how do you guys feel about the new song with who was it? Screw, Crypt, Dwayne, and Hi-Rez, maybe? Hi-Rez is someone I'm not that familiar with. But I heard that song, and I don't know, man. That one, usually those guys, I mean, especially Screw and recently Crypt, I've been really fucking with the recent output, especially Screw is a crazy diss track writer, and Crypt has been putting out his best material recently. That one didn't hit for me for some reason, but I want to know what you guys think. Here we go. This one I've actually reacted to with Amy on the channel before. So if you want to see a full reaction to go to our videos and pop through there because we have a full reaction to this song. This is my current hype song. For years, my hype song, getting ready, shower, just getting ready for a day, trying to wake up, was If I Can't by Please Fofty. Okay? But now it's by Quadeca.
I take this shit from the highest league. You can never be as high as me. No, I never been to college, but I got that flow that come right out of Ivy League. She wasn't religious, but she came to kick it, and now she be telling me I believe. I got a vision, they catch a precision. I'm driven as far as the eyes can see. Okay, I'm independent, they can fire me. That's why I stay fire, see. All of these rappers, they want to be friends.
let me just comment too. I see in the comments here, man, I love Dwayne. You know, Dwayne seems like the nicest guy in the actual world, and that's true. And he's very talented too.
I treat them all like a rivalry. Shitting on you, can I please get some privacy? I'm killing you quietly. I overtook everybody who said that I wouldn't be shit. Like, hey, that's some irony. Made 20 racks since January. Ice my cream, that's Ben and Jerry's. Nobody liking the way that I work to save blood, sweat, and tears. That ain't sanitary. My music is planetary. Your music is cemetery. Hey, just take a look at the genes. Guess it's hereditary. Hey, yeah, back on my motherfucking shit. I got a lot of new drip. Yeah, just take a look at my feet. Look at my feet. Yeah.
This chorus is still so fucking weird, but I love it. It's dope weird. You know, this is a big fucking flex. Okay, I man, so far, it makes me feel less deep. But this is my favorite song on the album, dude. It really is. It's hype like I can't believe it. You know, it isn't the deepest song on the album, but as far as cleverness and as far as getting me ready for my fucking day, this is my song.
You ride on my wave like a ship. I live my life like a movie. You live your life like a clip. Okay, literally and figuratively, I'm on. Listen to me, a picture with me, I charge. Ripping a beat, a million a week, I'm gone. Did a million tweets and then a repeat. Did a lot, but I'm not even 21. I'm not anyone. Why do you think you want to battle? I already won. I ain't even medicated. My music is medicine. In a headlight, you look like medicine. Better play, yeah. This is too easy for me. Can't take my CD for free. Look at the TV, it's me. We got zero cosigns, but he going mainstream with this stream. Sleeping on me like ZZZZ. Who's next up? Well, it's easy to see. They don't want to make a track featuring me because it's not like they're featured on me. Me. Back on my motherfucking
I love that shit. That and this I don't know what it is. I just it makes me feel like I'm the one that's flexing when a rapper flexes successfully. Though I will say I didn't call it out here. I didn't call it out, but the most insecure laugh in the world is Quadeca's. You hear that? I'm just fucking laughing at this beat, dude. It doesn't get more secure than Quadeca laughing at the beat, for real. Hey.
Just take a look at my feet. Look at my feet. Yeah. You ride on my wave like a ship. I live my life like a movie. You live your life like a clip. I do not like haters. Come to your door like a white neighbor. I'll get it now. That'll be $5.80. No, I'll check the price later. Okay. I feel like a sour and I'm going to war. Please give me a lightsaber. If it ain't blue, then what? Then it ain't the right paper. Yeah. I feel like a man with a heart of a murderer. Life is a road, so I call it convertible. I am so versatile. You are so plain, it's your terminal. I even made my name searchable, bitch. They do not want it to work for the kid. Then when it work, they don't.
Come on now. Who wouldn't fuck with this? You know, this it's great. It's great. We're at track 7. And by the way, welcome to the stream. I'm happy to have all you guys here. You know, it's I did my first one. It was just me talking about comics, and it was in the middle of the day. I didn't schedule it well enough, so there's no one there. And we don't have a big crowd here, but we have more of a crowd than I thought, man. So I'm grateful to you guys. Oh, you said what song do we start at? We started at the beginning. You know, we're going all in this time, man. That fucking Elvis swag, you know. All right, on to track 8, Real Thing. By the way, about I love how quick it is. You know, it's quick, but it's packed with content. You know, it's what I said earlier about that. I noticed that in tracks 1 and 2, he wasn't repeating his hooks. In that, a standard chorus in the past was 4 bars repeated again. Hey, Craig, thank you. I appreciate that. You are the man. Oh yeah, I see Craig and Silver Fox having a back and forth here too. Craig just super chatted though. Well, that is, hey, guess what? You're my first ever super chat. Thank you. That's gonna make me keep doing this shit for real. With right? It just brings me back to this that I noticed that Quadeca is not repeating his choruses. His chorus, every single line is a new bar. He'll repeat the full chorus later on, but he doesn't do 4 bars and repeat to do a full 8-bar chorus. He keeps the content coming in fresh. And here we go to track 8, Real Thing.
The reason that they never gon' come, the reason that they never know why, I'm the only thing that's in my mind.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Hold on. Let me give you some radio host hype. It's Craig Isaac. It's Craig Isaacson with the fucking super chat. Play that shit back. Thank you, for real. Hey, that's smooth. I love that shit. I love that smooth kind of like lazy flow. Who got critiqued for that recently was Tom McDonald, and Tom McDonald isn't someone who whose music I've listened to much before. But when he had his back and forth with Mac Lethal, right? His first disc had a nice slow flow. He got all his points across. And to me, since Mac's kind of gimmick, right, is that he has a very a fast flow. Tom's slow flow, I felt, was sort of like making fun of him, you know, and it was just smooth as fucking butter, dude. And that is what Quadeca's doing here. Craig Isaacson says, LOL, I just had to pop your cherry and hit me with that winky face. Here we go. Boom.
I think about everything they said to me. Some shit they probably don't even remember, but they gon' remember me. I used to feel like there might be a plan for everyone except for me. I still don't know if there is, I still hope that one day they accepted me. I'm needed some help, wanting to see how I felt. I think I need faith, but how could I believe in God when I don't believe in myself? I don't believe in myself, so I'll just keep to myself. If I get to the top, then I'm gonna reach myself, and it's gonna be easy to tell. I see myself.
Yo, I love the purposeful contradiction of into this. Is the most braggadocious song on the album, and here he's saying, how can I believe in God when I don't believe in myself? And that is the true curse of creatives. You know, when you put yourself out there creatively, you are essentially rewarding your own egotism while also asking yourself constantly, by putting yourself out there, am I good enough? And it's this balance between insecurity and having a big fucking ego. And Quadeca is nailing that here.
The reason that they never gon' the reason that they never know why, I'm the only thing that's in my mind. I just put up in a building. They all faking, I'm the motherfucking real thing. They all hating, I'm the motherfucking real one. I used to think I was a fraud until I did something. Yes, you got panic, huh? Yeah, knowing I got everybody to please, been driving me mad, huh? Yeah, I used to roast Fousey, nowadays I understand it. I want to
Okay, he used to roast Fousey, nowadays I understand it. Yeah, dude, I mean, did you guys see that shit live going on with with Fousey's meltdown? I mean, Fousey on No Jumper, that's some classic shit right there, man. For a while there, we were kind of watching a meltdown in real time, and every time I watched his videos, I felt bad because he would. It's like every day he had a new epiphany, and I was just waiting for the real epiphany that, dude, you're having a crisis, you know, and that's. I felt bad for him because he's another guy who's in the limelight, you know, and he has also been celebrated for his content. And then to kind of personally go through something, he was being criticized for the way he posted, but really, yeah, he was just kind of, that's where his head was at, and he is a public figure, you know, so he was having that meltdown, and now Quadeca's saying that he gets it because he's that public figure, and he knows that the demons are in there. Oh, I have a comment here. What do you think I pull up in a building means? Man, I would I would say I pull up in a building. I would say that means that he pulled up in a big fucking car. You know, that he pulls up in a car uh, that's big as a building. You know, that bar. I kind of glazed over it to tell the truth, but now that you spotlighted, at first I was like, "What does he mean?" But then sometimes, you know, a rapper could have the simplest meaning for a bar. You know, maybe he just has a big fucking car, dude. Hey, and now in this song, he's brought it around. You know, the first verse had that insecurity, and now he's bringing that cockiness. That my career belonged to Whole Foods. This shit's organic, bitch. Into the second verse.
I know that I sacrifice my time, my friends and family. Thinking maybe when I get success, and they all gonna stand with me. This ain't a flip of a switch, it's all happening gradually. Maybe I'm selfish, I do it all so that they gonna be proud of me. The reason that they never gone, the reason that they never know why. I'm the only thing that's in my mind. I just put up in a building. They all faking I'm the motherfucking real thing. They all hating I'm the motherfucking real one. I used to think I was a fraud until I did something.
Hey. That's a big fear, you know. I used to think I was a fraud until I did it. I've had that too, you know. Growing up, whatever I did writing assignments in school, and I always knew that I wanted to be a writer professionally. My teachers told me that I was good, and that got in my head, you know. And then when I began to put myself out there, I was haunted by the question, what if I'm not though? You know, what if they just tell me that? What if my shit and my voice doesn't matter? And that I feel that is a thing that many creators think, and it feels so lonely. You know, but yeah. Oh, he said skip the next song. You know what? We have reacted to this song on the channel before the whole Dax shit. I do want to play this though because I have a point to make about this shit. I can't believe that there's no one talking that much about what Dax did with his part in this song, dude. I'm not a kid anymore. No, I'm not, bitch. That's the best. That's the best fucking ad lib on the whole album, dude. No, I'm not, bitch. He sounds like a cartoon character in the background, but I fucking love it.
What I did to the store, what I did. They don't make this anymore.
They do not. Yo, Quadeca, his ad libs, he's like, as far as best ad libs, it's like Quadeca 21 Savage going back and forth. Dustin L, exactly, dude. Exactly. You know what? Quadeca doesn't because in the past, doing doubles on your vocals was very common. Quadeca's doing it here to a really cool effect. He has a sort of like higher, kind of goofier voice that he's doing in the background that's lower. It's pretty cool. It's weird, but it's cool.
Media painted her wrong light. Hard to hide up in the spotlight. She do anything for me, I'm a Klondike, bitch. I live 2 lives and I'm online, offline, everything on the line. Fuck all that cloud, isn't up by that dollar sign. Bottom line, that's just the bottom line. Put up, you still saying nothing, just like you forgot your lines. Hey,
did that same shit again. You know, he had the fast bars in the end, and then he brought it down to chorus. It's effective.
Yeah, I'm not a kid anymore, huh? Yeah, she got what I did to the store, what I did.
Yo, there's nothing that makes me think that you're still a kid more than you saying, no, I'm not, bitch.
They don't make this anymore, huh? Gonna make shit like this anymore. They do not. If you gon' try that, this best be sure, huh? Cleaning up rappers, this shit a chore. Sweet. If you want war, then it's war, bitch. Niggas want beef, put it in the caption. Niggas want tweet, never about rap.
All right, yo. So. Let me tell you something. Amy and I made a video about this on my phone, but the microphone on my phone doesn't work anymore, which is why we haven't been doing our vlog. With the actual reaction videos, we would record onto this mic and just use the phone for the video. But, dude, we recorded a video as soon as Dax dropped his new song, kind of breaking down what we thought the fuck was going on. Because Dax, hey, we have some new folks in the comments here. We have Andy Noobs Anubis. What's going on? We made a video that never got put up because the audio was fucked. Kind of breaking down what we thought was going on with this whole Dax Quadeca situation, because Quadeca has never been one of the rappers who had a problem with Dax. But I'm wondering, I know that Dax did this feature for free. This is the one that he did for free because Quad has more subs than he does, right? But I can't imagine Quadeca isn't like, what the fuck, dude, that he just reused. He turned the beginning of this verse into a chorus. What the fuck is that going on? Like, what is that? That's so weird. I've never heard a rapper reuse lyrics like that. I mean, that's the worst example so far. By far. I've never heard a rapper reuse lyrics like that so soon. If you do reuse lyrics that way, it's if your song is a classic and you're essentially paying homage, you know? Who did that recently? I think it was, I forget if it was Redman or Method Man. They did a song where the chorus is just the chorus from an older song of theirs. They were paying homage, you know? But Dax just wanted to not write more lyrics. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy.
I was in the trap when they asked me what happened. I gripped on the text on the man in the black. When I said with a panic, blood on my shirt, yeah, new fashion. Just on a whip and I ran to the match. The flex on a bitch and I pop with his handgun. One shot and you dead.
Can't say that part isn't fucking tough though. That part is tough.
HB 2 pencil ass nigga, cause I always got lead.
The
Free throws, 2 shots, 1 chest, 1 to your head. 911 speed down, man down. That's what I said. Who you know was a janitor when it got rich, cut the whip, you pill up a lot.
Hold. Yo. Wait. Dax was a what? He was what? Dax was a janitor? No.
Who you know be a thug who will murder a nigga then talk to him like a rock? Who you know gotta jump like Curry and dunk on a nigga like Shaq on a block? Who you know got
That's some shit in my hair.
You don't know nobody.
Fuck that was.
I'm not a kid anymore. Look at what I did to the store. What I did. They don't make this anymore. They don't make shit like this anymore. They do not. If you gonna try to diss,
Let's be sure, huh?
Rappers, this shit a chore. Sweet. If you want war, then it's war, bitch.
Oh yeah, he did have the same scheme. That actually, Amy and I pointed that out in our first reaction when we were doing that. That Dax had the same structure to his verse. That he at the end had the who you know that you know. At the time, I thought, oh, you know what? He's doing so many features. You know, it must be like an aspect of his raps. Now that it's all been exposed, it's like, oh, Dax didn't really fucking try, you know. No, you know what? Don't feel stupid, you know. We thought that Dax was moving differently than he does, and honestly, I wouldn't have had that big of a problem if he hadn't done 2 things. I would still be reviewing his shit because here's the thing, and we said this when we were first doing Dax's videos. Dax's stuff was some of the first shit that we were covering. Dax is a mixture of good stuff and corny. Some good Dax shit is the Hobson song. Um uh and then Dax has done shit like that. She cheated again. She cheated again is fucking corny, dude. You know, if Dax has a cut scene in his video where he has acting going on, it's gonna be fucking it's gonna be cornball shit, dude. For real. But Dax has some cool shit. He has some actual cool shit. And if you say he doesn't, you're not telling the truth. The reason that we don't react to Dax anymore is because Dax doesn't appreciate the community. So don't feel bad for pushing Dax. Don't feel bad for liking his stuff. He had some cool shit in the past. And hold on, let's see. Yeah, Quad to me had the best verse on Four Horsemen for real. I agree. I agree. Um, you know what was bad too? I forget what it's called. There's a song. It starts. He has an interaction with a cop at the beginning. That shit was real corny. Hey, this one, yo, oh, this is this is track 10, Unusual, featuring B. Lou. This song is my shit.
Ain't nothing usual about me. Said ain't nothing usual. I live in a studio. I'm clocking in like I work in a cubicle. The kid is unusual. My bitch is unusual. Yeah, ain't nothing usual about me. Said ain't nothing usual. Ain't nothing usual about me. I put that on whoever doubt me. I'm going mad and she calling me Fusi, but nothing delusional about me. Sometimes I talk about my
second Fusi bar, but yo, this I'm not sure if I'm wrong about this. This was the song that KSI was critiquing on his podcast that led to their actual beef, right? This is the one that, if I'm wrong, tell me. But isn't this the one that KSI said that wasn't as good as Quadeca thought it was? Uh, if I'm wrong, let me know. But this is one of my favorite Quadeca songs. I mean, I like KSI, and here's an unpopular opinion. That battle was equal to me. I thought Aries was fucking great. I thought Aries had so many bars that went over everyone's heads, dude. And each song had fucking struggle bars. Like in Aries, right? He had a few bars that didn't go over heads. He had some bars that just were fucking trash. Okay. And then on man, I can't believe I can't think of the fucking thing. I listened to the KSI disc today. Insecure. Insecure. There was a certain bar. I forget what the exact bar was. I want to look it up right now. Insecure Quadeca. Gotta tell you this bar. All right, there was a few bits of weird delivery, like you don't make your own shit, so how are you going to diss Quad? There's a setup bar though. But where the fuck is this? Oh yeah, make you turn blue in the face just like you Squidward. All right, dude. Here we go. That's a struggle bar, man. Insecure is a great diss, but Aries is a great diss too. So I just want to have everyone, now that we can look back, and now that the beef is settled. I mean, they posted a video together today. It was a great video. Aries is a great song. Insecure is a great song. I fuck with both of those records, and they both have a little some soft points, you know. But let's go. Oh, and KSI was wrong about this song, though. I don't think he actually thinks that. I think that he was just trolling. But this song is the shit.
But look at my numbers and look at your numbers. Like, why you refusing to count me? I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She never wanted to pick up on my line. I was too awkward. I acted like Einstein, trying to put together the pieces of my mind. Too many hours on internet, figure my intellect and been making a universe of my time. I'm living life autopilot because I'm so fly and I'm not even trying. Change, but cosmetics, defense.
Got me doing this fucking ad libs. This, yeah, man. I love it when Quadeca is in his pocket, you know, because sometimes you know what? I lost my train of thought. I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say, but I love when Quadeca is on his bragging shit because he brags like some of the best in the game.
Mechanism make them all jealous. If they ain't gonna listen to me, guess they gonna listen to the more jealous. I hope that when they listen, make it all better. But that's if they ask in some tall letters. When they needed them most, I know they go either go ghost and then switch up on their colors like the fall weather. Oh.
Yo, the high pitch on most and ghost to punctuate the weird pocket of the flow. Yo, Quadeca, man.
Okay, back. See me in the back of the class when I rap. You be on a Snapchat chat, no filter like the water on the tap. I've been moving way too fast. I'm just trying to make it last. Yeah, trying to get my aiming back. Sorry,
yo, beautiful.
Ain't nothing usual. But can you blame me? I'm crazy. God already scheduled my funeral. The kid is unusual. My bitch is unusual. Yeah, ain't nothing usual about me. Said ain't nothing usual. Ain't nothing usual about me. Live with the vision, this is the mission. I am not Kim, but I do the impossible. Drive me to Addy, that's where I'ma hit. I got the sticks, I'm sending the bleeds, just like a blender. Lee ass mix, ain't nothing usual. Design on my fit, I keep a 40 Glock kung fu kick. Below a diamond, won't fall under pressure. Feel like Olympic, I'm winning the medal. Want me to fall, but a nigga won't let up.
Love this, you know. For a while, before Amy and I got into the reaction scene here, I did have a perception of the YouTube rapper, in my opinion, as a white rapper who raps too fucking fast and needs to slow down, needs to switch up the flow more. I think that my the YouTube rapper in my head was either Mac Lethal or Rice Gum, you know. But Quadeca, first of all, he doesn't fit into that at all. He is an artist unto himself. What I love here, he is in his features, he spotlights rappers who aren't like him and who aren't like the norm of his medium. You know, these aren't like your standard YouTube rappers. They have their own style. They're very unique, and this wouldn't sound out of place to me on like Shade 45. You know, this is as good as what's on the radio for sure. Belou.
Everything usual, honey's my paper. You got to check, cause you gotta pay me. Run up the digits, add up the money. You wanna love me, kick it like rugby. I got the hundreds, count them in public. Yeah, stay true to myself. Saying we Gucci, better stay true to your belt. Fuck all that shit, never knew how I felt. Plaques all in gold, I got 2 on my shelf. Yeah, I'm 17. How you 45 trying to fuck in my mentions? Bank on so many comments, just looking like a run-on sentence. Yeah. Hey, that's some unusual shit. I miss designer with 2010 New Balance. That's an unusual fit. How your Quadeca all caps on a place. That's an unusual whip. Ain't nothing usual about me. I'm an unusual kid. Ain't nothing usual about me. Said ain't nothing usual. I live in a studio. I'm clocking in like I work in a cubicle. The kid is unusual. My bitch is unusual. Yeah, ain't nothing usual about me. Said ain't nothing usual.
I wonder who he was talking about when he said, yeah, I'm 17. How you 45 trying to fuck up my mentions? Who was beefing with him on Twitter trying to fuck up his mentions? Maybe it was just a random reference to a troll. Who knows?
Yeah.
If you guys know, comments. So wait a second. This one's called Rowboat Interlude. I forgot who it was, but someone before highlighted that Quadeca wishes that he didn't call the other one interlude. Is he cool with this one being interlude, or is this one that should be a song too? Let's see.
I never knew it was possible to be this long.
Yeah, man, you singing. Call it a song, dude. All right, Harry Potter. Oh, but let me bring this up, just because he's saying invisibility cloak. Have you guys tried that new game, dude? Because I'm a big fan of Pokemon Go. Okay, I'm still on it. Okay, but I tried that new Harry Potter shit. It doesn't feel real to me, man. Like, watch. I open Pokemon Go. If I have one Charmander chilling here, catch that bitch. That makes sense to me. I can believe that's happening in our world, dude. If you play, Wizards United. If you play Wizards Unite, you open that shit, you have Hagrid chained up to your fucking ceiling. You have like a fucking goblin like hanging from your loft. dude, there is so much magic shit going on everywhere. It makes no sense. It does not feel like it's happening in our world. Okay, and there's my fucking nerd rant. So yo, dope Harry Potter reference, but Harry Potter game. Get your shit together. Like this video. The more likes, the more views. More often, I'm gonna do this shit. Okay, the full album reviews.
Never seem to hit the shore.
Damn, he's going for it.
Misguided almost every time. Across the sea of my mind.
This reminds me of you guys know the band Bright Eyes, Connor Oberst, I believe. Bright Eyes, I mean, they have some pretty produced tracks too, but their older stuff has singing like this, you know, where it's just a guy and his voice is cracking a bit and he's just singing from the heart. I am definitely seeing a bit of an emo influence in Quadeca's lyrics. Very interesting. Some Outcast influence, okay? Okay. This next one is called Eyes. And that switch from Robo Interlude to Eyes, whoo! Smooth.
This music beyond just a job. This music beyond getting up on my YouTube and this is some pawn for applause. I got a responsibility that's bigger than
this is some pawn for applause. Wow. You know what? Quadeca's a bold man, you know, because he's I'm not sure how many of you guys watched his video today, but he went to Europe, hung out with KSI and Randolph, and they had him perform Insecure a cappella on stage at KSI's show. It's pretty funny, you know, and that shows too that KSI, you know, you can swallow his pride and have that shit happen. It's pretty cool. 21 Savage reference.
Saying when they didn't hear, they didn't speak, they didn't question. Made my music in fear, made it and reframe my perspective. I hope that it's clear now that you're here. Let me let you know before I lose my mind. Yeah. These days, something must be on my side. If I lose, at least I'll tell them that I tried. That I tried. Yeah, okay. They say great things take time. I think time takes great things away, though.
That's a bar. They say great things take time. I say time takes great things away, though, and that kind of that really does hit home the theme of this album to me. And I see a theme in the actual structure. I mentioned before how Quadeca doesn't repeat his choruses. Not only does he not repeat them, they're also pretty short. And the verses are short but packed. There is not a lot of repetition at all in this album. He is making short songs. Wait, buddy, come on, bud. He's making short songs that are packed with content, and in contrast to the popular mode right now, there's very little repetition. Okay, he is making the most of his time with us.
Who knows if they in the crowds with a halo? Who knows? I look up to names for help, but how can our idols save us if they can't even save themselves?
Oh, okay.
Gotta remember my start, no, I will not betray myself. I've been afraid to tell, so alone, so I just brace myself. I wanted love since the age of 12, even before I could lace myself. That's why when I know I lose all that I love, that it's easy to hate myself. It's my birthday, but I won't celebrate myself, because time is gonna take myself. I proclaim shit, I create myself, but I'm never gonna rate myself. Picture perfect, is it working? Vision blurring, missing verses, like really is a burden. Seeing my face on every sign, I'm a missing person.
He plays that Kendrick card very well. You know, he's experimental, but he isn't falling back that often on tricks that other rappers have sort of made their calling card. He does it sometimes, but most of his experimentation is very unique to him. Yeah, it's my birthday line, you know. That one line, it's my birthday, kind of stood out. It makes me remember that he's a young boy. This is not regular love. This shit is a mountain love. I think this is God's way of reminding me of the summer. Let me let you know before I lose my mind. Yeah. These days something must be on my side. If I lose, at least I'll tell them that I tried. That I tried. Cool change to the beat here, you know. And then a much more extensive change to the beat. Wow. Wow. Yeah, he's the ride at the end of the song, it's crazy. It's kind of choppy, but in a purposeful way. He's playing with distortion, and the next song is called These Days, and the chorus of this has These Days in it as well. It makes me think that these songs kind of might go together thematically. Let's see. If that isn't the first few seconds of the final song on a Drake album, then what the fuck, dude? You know, I love seeing the influences in Quadeca because his influences are widespread. I feel, you know, God, yeah, I'm loving this album. I'm loving this. He's referencing back to the Robo interlude, and man, he's going for it with the singing. You know, this I'm not sure if you guys do this shit too, but I know Amy does. When Amy and I listen to albums, we tend to put one on for a car ride. And that sometimes leads to the last few songs of the album being the ones that we hear the least. And this is definitely my least heard song. You know, the other ones, some I know a lot. One I know fucking by heart. But this one sounds kind of new to my ears, dude. To my demons out, they talk about love, I believe it now. I was feeling lost so long, so many days gone, too many to even count. They never told me how easy it was to feel beaten when off of the beaten route. I felt that life was alone, with life to my bones and nothing I couldn't try. I started rocking designer, but found out that it was not something I could buy. So many hours I spent dwelling on the good times. While the clock's hands waving back at me like goodbye. While the clock's hands waving back at me like goodbye. Wow. Some potent stuff there, you know, because he has some clever bars here, but that is just a potent statement, you know. That's great. And listen, while you're here, hit like below. I want to keep doing these. I want to get more attention to the channel, build it there, you know. And I can see these live streams being part of it. We had fucking some super chats going on here, you know. This live stream has made a bit probably more money than the channel's ever made before collectively. So thank you for that. But while you're here, please hit like, share the video, and let people know to subscribe to us. We want to keep building this channel. Have you reacted to Eyes yet? Eyes. I'm not sure what eyes. Oh yeah, eyes. The previous song, yeah, that was what we hit last track. Yeah, we're just doing the full album, uh, start to finish, and we are at the finish. For some reason, I just forgot that the previous track was called Eyes, but here we go.
Treat this like a eulogy. I ain't making rap songs. Yeah, I come fast, but this music gonna last long. I've been too
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna be fucking one of those annoying DJs and say, play that shit back.
this like a eulogy. I ain't making rap songs. Yeah, I come fast, but this music gonna last long. I've been too
Yo, I mean, dude's honest, you know. How old is he? I mean, I'm not trying to think about what Quadeca's doing in bed, but he said, "Yeah, I come fast, but the music lasts long." I mean, the dude's honest, you know. Let me tell you something. If you weren't busting quick when you were 17, 18, you're a liar. Okay, it takes years to perfect your game. Here we go. Yeah.
Since you came into my life, you helped me see these days. Nothing matters when I look into your face. Nothing in my past is a mistake. If you let me to this motherfucking place, yeah. These days I've been feeling free. Trying to let the demons in my seat. Never hits the show. I don't think I want to anymore.
He has notes that aren't exactly the same beat as previous songs, but some notes I'm not sure if it's just the tone of it or the instrument, but that note that is going to precede this next verse um harken back to me to what the fuck is it called? Imagination. Yeah, it has this album has a sort of through line where he uh where he brings back familiar sounds to sort of remind you of the journey that you've been on. Wow.
I used to make love songs when I was alone, just to pretend to feel how I do now. Thank God I'm with you now. Thank God I'm with you now. I just wanna make you proud. I just wanna make
You know what? Not sure who he's talking to, but I get the sense. My interpretation is that he's talking to us. You know, he's talking to the listener. That his relationship here is with an artist and his audience, and it's cool because you could interpret it as he's going to be with someone personally in his personal life, or the other way.
these days. I may regret what I say, but not how I feel.
Yo, hell yeah.
Cry when I realize that everything was real.
Oh,
When the brain can't articulate feelings in words, they just come out in tears.
wow.
No matter what happens, I hope that you know I'll forever be here. I was wrong about
Wait a second. That bit was beautiful for real. This is a hell of a track to end the album on. God damn. Silver Fox says, I'd say do some chat request reacts on stream. Good idea. And react to the new song. P.S. When they new songs when they drop, that would get some more buzz. Maybe right after Screw Scream streams and catch people leaving the chat. That's a good idea. That's a good plan.
my son, the man on my left shoulder, cause he's been gone ever since you called. So I'll admit it was not true. You're the reason I got through.
See what I'm talking about? He frequently, not only with little notes, he lyrically harkens back to previous tracks for that sort of we've been on this journey and now we're going back feel. Very satisfying.
That's why when you believe in me, I can't describe what that means to me.
Hey,
You help me see what I can't see in me. Easily, I need to be between your arms. Let's make this our secret song, but I can't keep a secret when I feel I need to scream it all. Can't even fall, I can't leave it all in the dust, because no matter what, I fear that it's never gonna be enough to repay for all of the trust and the days I crawled in the rough. Guessing made for a better story was making all of it up, and then it came true.
I love when he does that. You know, he does he's so good at one, finding creative flows and only doing them for a few bars and then switching it up right into a very different flow.
You help me hope when I'm faithless, add a scope when I'm aimless, help me smile when I'm faceless, help me feel when I'm numb, help me hide when there's nowhere left to run.
Hey,
I may regret what I say, but never how I feel. I almost cry when I realize that everything went real. When the brain can't articulate feelings in words, they just come out in tears. No matter what happens, I hope that you know I'll forever be here. I'll forever be here.
yo, all right, so that song is the shit. That song, favorite in the album for sure. It ties it together beautifully. It's not a song that I would listen to in the car to get excited. That's a song that is perfect for when you're actually listening to the album and taking the journey of the album. It's the perfect bookend to the album. It has so many references to what came before, and it ties it up thematically beautifully. And listen, as far as the hype song though, gotta go with I don't know what it is, but that Elvis swag really gets me. Um, Song and album ratings. Good idea. Yeah, let's go through that. Ego, Death, and Imagination. Um, Earlier, I think I said 8 and 9. I'll stick to that. I'm going to go track 3, A Dream. I can't remember interlude, but he doesn't want it to be called interlude. I'm going to go for a 10. Thank You Next. Man, I feel bad because you just said it's your favorite Silver Fox. But I just got to keep it real. That was not my favorite. I think I said 5 before, but now I yeah, no, I might have said 4 or 5. I'm gonna stay 5 there. Man on My Left Shoulder, liked it a lot. I'm gonna go 9. Red Dot, good, not crazy impressive. Red Dot, I think 7. 10, dude. Is my shit. Okay. Um, Fucking. Oh, I want to get a taste of real thing. Okay, real thing. Real thing is fuck. It's hard to say. It's right between 8 or 9. I don't do that fucking pussy ass halfway shit though. You know, I'm not gonna say 8.5. 8. Let's go 8. War with Dax. No, man, you can't get War at 3 just because Dax is on there, man. You know, Quadeca has some good shit though. War, I'm gonna go 7. War 7 because all right, watch. War 7 because Quadeca's part is dope, the chorus is dope, and while Dak's part he did cannibalize it for his own shit. It does have that, you know, it's pretty cool. Unusual, 10, man. I fuck with Unusual. And then watch this. Rowboat, Eyes, and These Days, 10, all three of them. The way that fucking album ends is crazy. It's crazy. It is fucking crazy. It's a beautiful piece of work. Seriously, I liked it a lot when I heard it previous, but now sitting down, paying attention, fuck. Now album score, the full album, because here's the thing, what you give for each song, I don't think necessarily has to compute into the equal score for the album, because I'm bad at math, but I would assume that if I just figured out where my grade for the album lands, if I just added all those numbers, it would be about an 8 out of 10 probably. But the album has cohesion beyond how good each song is. To me, the album's a 9 out of 10. I love it. I think it's an incredible piece of work for anyone at any point in their career. For it to be Quadeca's body of work at this point in his career shows promise for a legendary career, for real. Now, keep hitting the grades for the album here. I love to know what you guys think. I feel like an asshole when I give a lower grade to some of your guys' favorite songs, but hey, you know what? I just keep it real in this motherfucker, okay? What I want to note, though, in the live stream now and in the comments, you guys are late to the shit and watching it afterwards. What albums should I do? You know, you guys said it earlier too that that I couldn't do this shit with a mainstream album. Yo, Drake is in album mode. When Drake drops, if I did this, our YouTube channel will be fucking Thanos snapped. We're gone, bitch. You know, the record companies do not put up with this shit. Okay, so I need to do this kind of thing for rappers who do not copyright claim videos, dude. Screw is a great one to do. Quadeca is a great one to do. No, I can't do NF because he claims, man. He claims all my shit. High Res has an album. High Res is someone that I do want to check out because I have enjoyed his stuff but not been blown away. So I would like to spend more time with his work to see if I'm going to connect to it a bit deeper. Screw is someone who I definitely do want to check out. As far as his albums go, because the songs I've heard, you guys know that I fuck with Screw's music. Usually when he's on a track, I mean, it's crazy to think back. The first time I heard Screw was on Four Horsemen, and Quadeca had the best verse on that one, but Screw was next up as far as the second best verse to me. And then after that, every time I heard Screw on a track, in almost every situation, he was the superior MC on each track he's been on. His the way that he hits pockets in the flow, his multi-syllabic rhyme scheme, just the structure of his writing in general. I think he's one of the best out there for sure. Hey, hold on. Dionysus has the fucking idea. All right. The album KSI and Randolph's New Age. I have that record. I have it here. I could do that one for sure. Chris J shouts at SFJ Nation. All right, so Silver Fox says that Screw is number 2 on YouTube. So based on your previous comments, I'm going Quadeca is number 1 to you, right? On YouTube. I didn't do that whole YouTube rap tier list. I was thinking about it for sure. Yo, Quadeca's was crazy though. Quadeca put KSI and Randolph crazy low. He put Rice Gum really high. Rice Gum was mad high on his list. That was kind of crazy to me because Rice Gum raps like he's fucking eating mashed potatoes in his mouth. You know that? Come on, dude. Well, I don't know what that was about. And but Quadeca also put Screw where I think that he should be high. Crip put Screw a lot lower than I thought he was going to put him. But then again, Crip put himself lower than I thought he was going to put him because to me, most rappers usually think that they're the shit. But Crip's placement of himself was humble. I thought his placement of Screw was a bit strangely low because I also think that Quadeca and Screw are kind of neck and neck as far as who's killing it best on in this YouTube rap game. So we have Josh A and Jake Hill just came out with a new album, Save Our Souls, and have a music video for a song called Cycles. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna put that in my tabs. What the fuck was it? Josh A and Jake Hill. On Screws, I think that on Crips, Screw wasn't very good. He wasn't in the A-list tier. The A-list tier had, I think, Quadeca, Upchurch, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I thought it had Quadeca, Upchurch, and homie who did the mumble rapper versus lyricist song, which to me was super fucking whack. I'm sorry, but I hate that shit. How everyone still talks about lyricism versus mumble rap. I do not like that. It's boring to me. Get a new topic, dude. You know, like the kids' music is gonna be different. When you're a grown dude making that kind of Vinjay, and Vinjay's part in the cipher was pretty good, I thought, but putting Vinjay above Screw was weird as fuck to me. But maybe I'm tripping and he just put him like not above, but like before this way. Because I don't think that Vinjay's better than Screw or Crypt. Who was I typing in? Josh A and Jake Hill. I'm gonna check out Josh A and Jake Hill. I'm gonna check that out for the next reactions. Chase is in the top 5 there, Silver Fox said. Speaking of Randolph, I'm excited for Roll the Dice. Yo, me too. You know what? I think that Randolph is underrated. Randolph, to me, had the best verse on the cipher. And I did just say that Screw usually has the best verse on all the shit he features on, and that's true. But Randolph kind of got Screw on the cipher, man. Oh, Mercules. Yeah. That's someone who's definitely in my list of people to check out. Also, I don't even know how to say shit. I am the real AK or I am the real AK. He's on my list to check out for sure. I've heard some of his stuff and he's very good. His rap name needs to change. What I am the real AK? Just be AK, man. Maybe I'm tripping and that is what his name is, and his YouTube name is just I'm the real. But yeah. Okay. AK like the gun. Okay. Is that just like are you saying AK like the gun in that's how you say it, or is he named after the gun? Because that would be weird because he is just a kid in his room. He's also one. He looks so young, man. He looks younger than Quadeca. He looks like he's the kid who Quadeca gives swirlies to in high school. But that's just me being old. He is someone who is talented. I've enjoyed what I've heard of him, and I definitely want to check him out for sure. But he should definitely change his YouTube name to AK the rapper or some shit. Because I am the real AK looks like fucking word soup to me. Okay. Real AK is his name. Okay. All right. So Josh A and Jake Hill, I'm checking out. I will be doing a future live stream review of KSI and Randolph's album New Age. What's my rap name? Yo, my rap names were crazy. Horrible. Horrible. Um, I'll tell you what my first one was. Um, as See, if I did it now, it would be P shitty. you know, uh, my I was in a rap group called the Honkies as a kid. I was in sixth grade, and the Honkies lasted a few years. We used to record onto cassette tapes, and my rap name was Big Honky PAT, and PAT stood for nothing. It was just Pat. Um, and then uh, I recorded songs just as myself for years. Um, fucking until like senior year of high school up until maybe the first year of college. I would record. So I probably recorded about like a thousand songs, but it's just not for you guys though, you know. I stopped because it wasn't what I was made to do. I was made to write, you know. That's what I was always looking for. I was always looking for a vice, a a platform for my writing. You know, that's why I was doing raps. And then in college, I began to write plays, and now I write comics professionally. Um, and I was even in a fucking screamo band for a while, overlapping uh, with my non-existent rap career. I was in a screamo band where I was the screamer. Um, what should my pen name be for my poems? That's a good question. I would say, let's say two things. My first advice is just have it be you. You know, I don't see, unless you're hiding them from someone specifically, I would say be you. Two, if you do need to hide your name, just find a name that means a lot to you for some reason. You know, like uh, I think that way when I name characters. I've named characters things that I was almost named. I was almost named Sean, but my mom didn't want me to be named Sean because of Sean Shand. And I was almost Justin, but then she thought it was terrible because she was 39 when she had me. So she thought that people would say, "Oh, he was born just in time," you know. I don't think that would have happened. I think that she was thinking that for no reason, you know. But yeah, so I'll name characters shit like that. So maybe think what names are relevant in your life, you know, and think of one of those to make your pen name for your poems. But you know what? We did I'm cracking here like I'm fucking Quadeca. Um, no disrespect, Quadeca. You're just young, man. I can fuck with you because you're a little bit young. The old guys get to fuck with the young guys, okay? But we did about 2 hours here. That is longer than I thought it would take, but I just wanted to sit down and break it down with you guys a bit more. It was fun. I'll definitely be doing more of these for sure. Got the KSI and Randolph one probably coming next. That's for New Age. Thank you all for being here. There was a lot more interaction here than I thought, based on my first live stream, which I just did in the middle of the day. But now I know that posting the I'm going to be here at this time does work. It does, even if it's late. So thank you guys for rocking with me. Thank you so much to Craig Isaacson. I'm not sure if you're still here, but if you are, shout to you. If you're not, still shout to you for giving my first ever super chat. I very much appreciate it. And everyone else, thanks for sticking around here. And this video will be posted when YouTube is ready for it. I know that there's a bit of a delay sometimes. It'll be posted on the channel. Also, tomorrow we have the 49th episode of our podcast. Amy and I are going to record it. We stream live on Facebook for that one, and then we'll post the actual finished edited podcast here for you guys. And then we're doubling up. Episode 50, our anniversary episode, is going to be released on Wednesday, and that's a fun one. My best friend Steve there is going to be there as a guest. I've spoken about him in these videos before. I've tortured him. You know, he's the worst texter in the world, dude. He's horrible at texting back. So I've joked around here about sending him horrible shit. So yeah, come tune in, hang out with us. We love spending time with you guys. And yeah, just before I go, if you have any last questions, get them in. I'm just going to let the clock hit 2 hours. We have 20 seconds left. I just want to be sure to, since we're so close, it would feel unlucky to my OCD have an ass to not hit 2 hours. So let me just take this last swig as the final 5 seconds countdown. And we have hit 2 motherfucking hours. Thank you guys. Pull up in the building.